I only got on Instagram in 2020, and they said, "You need to learn how to do this." I said, "I don't really want to learn how to do that." No, you have to because you have to start doing interviews. And so I had this young girl from corporate teach me how to use the Instagram. It was like, and now I'm addicted like all the rest of the
Oh yeah,
kids,
yeah.
like all the other kids. Yeah.
It's a rabbit hole, and
Hmm.
I think it's changed. Some may say for the worse, some for the better. For me, it's a photographic outlet. It's not a here's what I had for breakfast kind of thing, because it's
Yeah.
just for
Yeah.
me, it's photography,
Have you heard of
entirely.
Iris?
I,
Alan Schaller just, it's so weird. He just called. He lives in London. He ironically called. And the last time I think I was in here, he was in here. So he's starting a new platform for just photography, Iris. And
that's
he's
great.
working a little bit with Leica, and it's cool. I think it's cool. It's like nobody's talking about like people's butt implants and stuff like that. It's just about
Yes,
photography.
yeah. I think
But
that
you can have a butt implant if you want to go on
it can be on it as well. Yeah, I think that over time, several people have either started or promoted that kind of a platform to kind of
Hmm.
get back to early days of
Yeah.
Instagram. And I don't know that, to me, that they kind of come and they go, and I don't know which ones have gotten traction.
Yeah, it's
Um,
hard to tell, isn't it?
yeah, yeah, and you get these little notations that or notifications. So and so has joined fill in the blank, platform. I wish, having started multiple businesses, I have incredible respect for anybody who does, and people who are trying to kind of restore the focus, no real pun intended, on photography for
Mhm.
some of those platforms.
Yeah.
I wish them great success, because I think that artistically, there's room for it. And I think that it makes sense. I know whatever number of followers a person has, for whatever that matters, I think only a fraction of those people who have chosen to follow you and your work actually get to see your work because of these
Yeah.
algorithms that none of us
And
really
and it gets
understand.
you and it traps you in it because they do
Yes.
play some really interesting things, you have to admit. Like,
Hmm.
I just saw an old, ad for Mary Tyler Moore Show, and it
Okay.
reminded me of my mom because my mom loved that show, so
Hmm.
I get and like, "Oh, yeah, I have a million things to do. I just lost my car keys. I have to do 2 podcasts, and I'm looking at Mary Tyler Moore, it gets addicting." You know who's coming on after you?
Who's that?
Greg Gorman.
Greg Gorman, I was introduced to him years ago by a mutual friend, had a phone conversation with him. I've never met him, but
Oh, well, you're gonna meet him today.
what a
Lucky
fascinating
you.
guy.
He's
That's
lucky
it.
he gets to meet Mitch Stringer.
He's probably a little nervous right
He
now.
he probably that's probably why he was running late. He's like, "Oh
Yes.
my god, you didn't tell me Mitch was gonna be there." I
What
think
to
he's
wear.
yeah, I think he went to get a haircut.
Okay.
But so yeah, so he's gonna come in here. I love Greg Gorman. I
Yeah.
love his work.
Yeah.
Now, before we talk about photography, I want to talk a little bit about your podcast. Like we were
Sure.
talking about how you can tell who's listening and watching. Like how are you? Is it easy for you to find that stuff out? Because my team tells me about my show,
Mhm.
but we're kind of new. How long have you been doing it?
So I believe we just published, I want to say, episode 55,
Wow.
and we probably have an additional five that are, I guess they say, in the can,
Yeah.
but
On the can.
maybe on the can and in the can. We record on the
So
can,
bad.
but yeah, we can tell what the listenership is, and there's still some things that we can't tell.
Yeah.
I know that whether you have 500 listeners, 1,000 listeners, 2,000 listeners, there are always going to be shows that have 10 times, 20 times, 100
Yeah.
times. But I think whatever your listenership is, if you equated that with sitting in a room and having that many people listening to you, almost like in an auditorium
Yeah.
setting, if it's 500, if it's 1,000, if it's 1,500, that's a ton of people.
It's the Paris Chong Show.